Subscribe to Film Companion for your film fix. Hit the bell icon so you never miss an update.
I was all about be productive in this lockdown for a month, and then after that, don't be productive, live your life. YOLO. Being an actor, you're always getting scrutinized. You're in the limelight. People are commenting, and because of social media, even if people don't like you, they can just comment something nasty about you, and you just can't like you. I know. I used to think that it won't affect me, but it does. Like, it's subconsciously, you feel like I'm not so bad.
Hey Sanya, welcome to Spill the Tea and welcome to Film Companion.
Thank you so much, Sneha.
You know, I have to be very honest here. When I saw the trailer of Shakuntala Devi, at least for a bit, I didn't recognize you. I was like, yaar, isko to kahin dekha hai wala feeling, but I didn't recognize you. What have been the reactions you've been getting to the new look?
I'll be honest, people are actually missing my curly hair, but this character's requirement was to be as similar to Anupama Banerjee. I did get a lot of these reactions. Ki, what? You are in Shakuntala Devi? We didn't recognize you. But yeah, I'm happy. Like, that means that I've done a good job.
That's true, actually. I want to ask.
At least at the look.
No, so how much does a physical attribute like changing your hair help you get into the headspace of a character? I'm asking because you also did something similar, very similar in fact with Dangal. So how much does just a physical attribute transport you into a character?
A lot. I think 60 to 70% is only the hair, makeup, and the costumes. It is so important. I think the 30-40% is only the psyche of the character and whatever you want to, however you want your character to look like. But I think 60 to 70% is just the look. I think Dangal really helped. It was a great example. It was tried and tested. Cutting the hair and actually going through that whole process of training helped me a lot to get into Babita's shoes and to look and to feel like a wrestler. Similarly, with this one, I think the hair and makeup helped me tremendously to feel and be like Anupam Banerjee. I won't take the credit at all. The credit goes to a costume HOD, Niharika Basin Khan, and my makeup and hair team, which is Natasha Matthias. They have done a brilliant job, and it's because of them that I could like actually play this character.
You know, another rather useful thing for you possibly would have been to have someone like Vidya Balan on set. I know you're a self-proclaimed fangirl, but what did it really do to help you as an actor to just watch her on set?
For the first few days, honestly, I was extremely nervous around her. And I remember not talking at all. I think third or fourth day of the shoot, Vidya was like, "Do you talk at all, Sanya? Or do you just like to be in the character?" And I was like, "No, I take my own time to be fine around people." I think that was an icebreaker, and after that, there was no looking back. We were like friends. Sometimes when I'm so starstruck and awestruck, this happens to me. I get paralyzed. It's like, what should I say? I don't want to embarrass myself. And then I go into that whole loop ki kuch nahi bolungi. It's better to stay shut than embarrass yourself in front of Vidya Balan. So, but she's such a wonderful co-actor. While shooting, I never felt that I'm shooting with Vidya Balan. Obviously, on set, while shooting in front of the camera, she was Shakuntala Devi for me. Also, she's such a brilliant co-actor to work with, Sneha. It was such a beautiful learning experience for me because she's there as a co-actor throughout. No matter where the camera is, even if it's not her shot, she's there. She is present. She will give you her cues perfectly. Even if she has to cry and the camera is not on her, she will cry. So she's such a beautiful co-actor to work with. I'm grateful.
Nice. I also feel like we need to take like a moment to just acknowledge that whether it was Dangal or Badai Ho or Pataka, you have managed to score like a 10 on 10 when it comes to just choosing superb stories. How did you hone this craft of yours?
I think
It's a big deal.
thank you so much, Sneha. Thanks a lot, but you're very kind. I think I'm blessed. I'm so blessed because honestly, I knew my life was going to change after Dangal, but I didn't expect it to change like this. I thought that okay, some things might not change after Dangal. इतना कुछ मतलब 360 बदल नहीं जाएगा और इतने कुछ खास ऐसा नहीं है कि लोग मेरे पास आएंगे अच्छी अच्छी मूवीज और डायरेक्टर बोलेंगे किसान हमें ये फिल्म कर लो but I'm blessed. I can't believe in 4 years I have done films with such amazing directors and with such great co-actors and scripts which are really good. I'm extremely blessed.
You can't deny the fact that there were possibly some not so great scripts that also came your way, and you were smart enough to not pick those.
That's my instinct that tells me that if I can't convince myself to play a character, then I can't convince the audience when I'm playing it on screen. So I've been very like this thing about it that if I am not convinced with a script or a character or the people I want to work with, I will just do it for my happiness. Like it's always happiness over anything else because I want to give my 100%. I don't want to like be cranky all the time if I'm not working on a character that I feel I'm not fully convinced with.
Nice. That actually reminds me of something that Avinash Tiwari said to us recently, the actor, where he talked about how, as actors, you are used to being in lockdown because often so much of your time just goes in waiting for the right script. Is that a sentiment you relate with?
I totally agree with him. First of all, Avinash Tiwari is such a spectacular actor, man.
Yes.
Whether it was Laila Majnu or Bulbul, I'm so stupid. I have to text them both and how much I love Bulbul and their performances. I love them since the time Laila Majnu came out. They're both brilliant actors. I totally agree with him. We are actually used to being in the lockdown. Not all of us, but some of us. And it's because I feel it was my dream. Personally, it was my dream to become an actor. And I will not compromise on anything. Like, I want to, if I'm working, I want to be fully there. I want to be happy. I want to be satisfied. And I want to have that feeling कि जो मैं काम कर रही हूँ वो अच्छा है and मैं उससे खुश हूँ. Then only I think the audience will also be convinced कि चलो ठीक है ये और I don't care about कि ऐसा script अच्छी है, character अच्छा और लोग अच्छे हैं तो I do the script. I don't even think like नहीं करना चाहिए क्या होगा बॉक्स ऑफिस पे नंबर होंगे या नहीं होंगे. I don't really go into that at all because being an actor was my dream and I'm literally like I've got this opportunity to live my dream. So yeah.
Yeah. I also watched in an interview where you said that at the start of the lockdown, you said that you had taken a masterclass on self-love from RuPaul. You need to tell us all about it.
Oh yeah, I have to complete that masterclass because I diverted and I was like, let's do a masterclass on acting, which was really helpful too. So I'm like going back and forth from self-love to being an actor. But that was really helpful. I think at that time, obviously because of the pandemic and whatever was going on, I really wanted something which something which will be very soothing for my mental health. And I think that that self-love masterclass really helped me because being an actor, you're always getting scrutinized. You're in the limelight. People are commenting, and because of social media, even if people don't like you, they can just comment something nasty about you, and you just can't like you. I know I used to think that it won't affect me, but it does. Like it's subconsciously, you feel like I'm not so bad. Why are you being so mean? And you can't like really go and explain to that person कि भाई मैं ऐसी नहीं हूँ. This is my work and my personal life. In my personal life, I'm something else. Like मैं भी मतलब इंसान हूँ. मेरे अंदर emotions हैं. So I think that one masterclass really helped me to learn more about self-love. We talk about self-love and be somewhere connected with ego, which is not, it shouldn't be like that. Self-love is not ego, but self-love is that you know what your strength and weaknesses are, but you are ever changing as well. Like you transform yourself when you truly love yourself.
Right.
Jai Mat.
the general assumption is that actors must be very high on the vanity quotient, but I can also imagine how insecure and vulnerable your profession makes you. Is that possibly why you feel the need to focus on self-love?
Not the vanity bit at all. I've never really
Vulnerability.
thought. Vulnerability, yes, yeah, definitely, because we are always so open when we are prepping up for a character. We have to be vulnerable as an actor. You cannot not be vulnerable. You have to have, like, I overthink a lot. I have too many emotions. I sometimes go to an extreme when I'm feeling things. So obviously it's very important to sometimes when I'm in a character, my psyche changes majorly. So if I'm doing a sad scene, I might be in that uh, emotion for days, and sometimes it's also like for months. If I've done a character, it stays with me. It happened with me in Photograph, and to get me back from that universe, I have to practice all of this. And I do, like, not only self love, I do practice other things like meditation and affirmations, just to not make my career bigger than what who I am, because मैं तो सान्या ही हूँ ना, ये तो सिर्फ मेरा काम है. So that break needs to happen for me mentally.
Speaking of skill sets, I was interviewing Vidya for Shakuntala last week, and she told me that in the pandemic, she's managed to learn a little bit of cooking and gardening. Is there something that you've done that you're particularly, proud of? I fixed a tap at home. मैं तो बड़ी खुश हूँ.
I think I was all about be productive in this lockdown for a month, and then after that, don't be productive, live your life. YOLO. And I think I've learned, I sleep a lot these days. Otherwise, I used to sleep for like 4 or 5 hours, and I used to get up early in the morning and then start my day because I love mornings. But I don't know if I've learned anything new. Have I learned anything new? What a waste of a pandemic. I haven't learned anything new.
You were living alone for 2 months, right?
हाँ, मतलब I anyway live alone. It's been 5 years now. अकेली तो मैं 5 साल से हूँ.
Amazing. And finally, before I let you go, I know that at this point, everyone's just really anxious to get back on a film set. I want to know from you if there's one change that you hope that we can take forward from here, given all the conversations that have been gaining steam in the past couple of weeks. What do you hope would be that one thing when it comes to the process of filmmaking?
The importance of taking breaks, the importance of weekends. Because we shoot Sunday, Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And for more than 12 to 13 hours, I think we all need a break mentally when we are preparing. Not only actors, but the whole cast and crew. मुझे लगता है बहुत, because we are all like very like productive, and we just the feeling of being productive doesn't mean that you're working all the time. I think as a fraternity, as being in the industry, I think we need that mental break as well. Some people just don't know how to take breaks at all. I didn't know, like I hadn't taken any break from my work, or just the feeling of कि मैं actor हूँ और मुझे किसी character में जाना है. I was shooting non-stop from the past 7-8 months. I've like completed 3 films. So I think, and it's very important that we from now onwards, if we are working, then we also give importance to breaks and weekends. And I hope people will stick to it.
Yeah, absolutely. No, really, just breaks and taking care of the world, and hopefully we never have to be in this unfortunate situation again.
True.
Yeah. Thank you so much. All the best for Shakuntala. Really, it's made the work that you guys have done and managed to pack in has made the lockdown so much more bearable for folk like us. So thanks so much, and all the best for the film's release.
Thank you so much, Sneha. It's always lovely to talk to you. Have a wonderful day.
You too. You as well. Bye.
Bye.